our meetings, the African Union and EU-PSC meetings, Peace and Security Council on the African side, the Political and Security Committee on our side, are an extremely useful tool in order to exchange views. Yesterday, in a more informal setting, we have discussed the issue of countering terrorism, but also countering radicalization and violent extremism on the one side, and then the other side also the issue of migration. Today we focused on the crisis situations in Africa, namely the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, Somalia, Sahel, South Sudan, Burundi and Guinea-Bissau. Then we had also a conversation on how we could even further strengthen our cooperation, African Union, European Union, but also between our two committees, and the idea of maybe a joint trip, which we have already undertaken one in Mali about a year and a half ago, which was extremely successful, so we want to build on that.
The retreat did focus on terrorism and migration, two huge concerns for both our continents, and we did come up with concrete outcomes and a way forward on how we can work together to deal with these two situations. On the Democratic Republic of Congo, we appraised ourselves on the situation and agreed that this country was to be encouraged to hold elections as quickly as possible. On the Central African Republic, we agreed that we need to remain involved with this country that is still quite fragile to ensure that they're able to build governance and administrative institutions. We also appreciated the need to support Somalia during this time as they work towards having elections and obviously the issues of state formation and capacity building within the Somali National Army, which would then take over from AMISOM. On South Sudan, we also appreciated that South Sudan had finally accepted the deployment of the protection force. We discussed the possibility of having joint missions to a crisis situation. We had one in the past to Mali that was very successful, and both organs agreed that this is something that we would do in the near future.